Welcome back to a brand new episode of Mastering Programming. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how you can use GitHub and GitHub Desktop with your Wix Studio and how you can program on your website outside of your website using Visual Studio Code. Now, this is really cool. It's great. And I love it because it means you can use your favorite editor, whether Visual Studio Code, PyCharm, whatever, to edit code that then works with your Wix website. Now, before anything, if you're actually not too sure how GitHub works or how to use it, I will be putting a video somewhere here on the screen that will show you exactly how to set up GitHub Desktop, how to sign into it, and how to use it. However, I'm assuming that most people that are watching this video already know how to do that. Now, straight away, I just want to say that for this to work, you need to be on dev mode. So over here, you can go all the way up and turn it on. For me, it says turn it off because mine is already on. For you, if it's off, just turn it on. Now, traditionally, we always used to use Wix and edit code on it just how I have it over here. You can see that my code is directly on the page, which means that if someone's on the editor, the classic editor, you cannot edit this while someone's on it. So you might be a developer, you're trying to edit it, and you can't because someone is like changing some colors or anything like that. And the same process in Wix Studio works in Wix Classic Editor. Now to do this, all we need to do is first, make sure you do have GitHub Desktop installed. Now I have mine already installed and I can switch between all the different repositories that I have. And for you to install it, just follow that link or follow, again, I'll show it here again, so that you can go ahead and install it. And if you're desperate, you can just search up desktop GitHub or GitHub Desktop and just click on here, download GitHub Desktop, and it will work. Let's go back over here. The first thing we need to do is click on GitHub. And just a warning, once you do this, you can no longer ever in the future start doing code on the Wix editor. You'll always have to do it using your editor locally, and you have to do it through GitHub, not through Wix anymore. So what I'll do is I'll click on connect to GitHub. It will let me know that once connected, you'll only be able to edit your code in your local IDE. I'll click on continue. You'll need to sign in. So I'm assuming you already have an account. If you don't, go ahead and create one. I'm going to go ahead and sign in as well. And once you're signed in, it takes you straight away back over here. Now it asks you what your repository name should be. I usually just leave it as the the website's name. And this is my account here. I can see it. Now I'm going to click on create. And it's going to say install the Velo application. This allows you to actually sync the changes automatically using GitHub, and it works really well. So to do this, let's click on install. I already have it installed, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. Only selected repositories, and I'll select the one that we just created now, which should be called development. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. I think it already has it. Approve and install. And now on GitHub, we already basically created a repository of the current website, but there's a few things that you need to do on your terminal in order for this to work. Now I already have it, but I'm going to do it anyways. It will not cause any damage. And to do this, what I'll do is I'll open terminal and I'll copy this command. I'll go ahead and paste the command. So now we set it up. Now what we need to do is use these commands to install or clone our repository. However, I have GitHub Desktop, which again, make sure you do watch that video to see how it uses, which helps you. And instead of using all these different commands, you can actually avoid it. So to avoid it, all you need to do is come over here. I'm already logged on GitHub Desktop, and I'm going to click on add, clone repository. And over here, we need to find the repository that we just created. So I'll search up for the name of my website, which was development site. And here I'll choose where I want to clone it. It needs to be somewhere on my website, on my desktop. I'm just going to save it somewhere on the actual desktop, but you can put it in any other folder. And I'll click clone. Now it says cloning, and if you realize somewhere over here, it says development website. And now Before we just move on to that, what you need to do is type in cd, which means change directory, and just drag and drop this over here. Or if you're on Windows, just pass in the full path of that folder of your repository. And click enter. Now you're inside of here. And all you need to do is type in npm install. This will install all the required libraries or modules that will make you actually work with Wix using your editor. And you can see that it says here Wix sync type. So now you're starting to connect. Amazing. So it added 232 packages. Depending on what was on your website, it will be different. And now, time for the big deal, how to actually use this. Now you can see that I've got all my files over here. And if I click, for example, on src, public, there's a readme here, pages. These are the actual pages that I have on my website. So if you go over here, and we can close this, we don't need it anymore. Go to pages. These are the exact same pages that we have. So add contact, category page, delete contact, whatever. And if I click on any of them, it will open, first off, it will open here on your browser and you can see the code. But the reason I'm doing this is so that you can use it in a better environment. So let's bring Visual Studio, click new window, and we can open a folder. And I'm going to open development site, which is that whole repository. Now, once I open it, here you can see your entire website in a much better looking and formatted way. And if I click on src, pages, you can see all the pages that I have on the website. So let's, for example, go to a page that has a lot of code or just code in general, which we can go to the home page, which is called home. So let's go back over here and have a look at home. There we go. And you can see that this code is the exact same code here on this page. Now I'm going to make a simple change to see if you can use it. And to do that, I'm just going to be adding a button. And let's call that button, test button, for example. Now, everything else still works. And if I click on this, you can see how everything here is still shown and it works, but you cannot edit it anymore. You can copy it over, which is actually what I'll do right now. Here, you can no longer do this. You have to do it from scratch, and I'll show you exactly how you can do it. So you go back over here, and just for this example, what I want to do is we can go anywhere really, but let's say we go over here. Now, what I'll do is I'll say $, and I'll say quotation marks, hashtag, and then inside of here, I'll pass the button ID, which is test button. So let's say test button, like this. And inside of here, I'll say console.log test button click. There we go. Don't worry about the errors. There is a little bit of a delay sometimes with making sure that it's correct, but it usually ends up working. Now I'm going to save this. And if I go back here, you'll realize that it's not updated. The code that I just added is not there. So to add it, what you need to do is you need to go to GitHub, and you will now see that things changed. If I click on here, you can see that this is the exact changes that I did. You'll simply need to add a comment. For example, we can say testing button. We will commit, and then we're going to push. And once this finishes pushing, if we go back to Wix, now sometimes we might just need to refresh. So I'll do that now. You'll see that the changes that I made should now be here. There we go. That button that I just added is here. And now if I click on publish, or even just preview it, let's preview it, and click on that button, you can see that the code that we added now works. Test button clicked. So this is basically how to connect GitHub with your website, and how to edit the code on Visual Studio Code or any other editor, and how to connect it to elements on your Wix editor, whether Studio or the Classic. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed learning something new.